Alright. Let's go ahead and open this up. See what's inside. Pop the little battery pack out, which, for the record, is this weird, crappy thing that I probably need another screwdriver for. It's really hard to get open without a tool. Just takes 4 AA's. But it works, I guess. Which is weird. It's weird that this works at all. And you can see in there the battery connections and some wires and board and stuff. I have a question for people, and I know I can find the answer myself, and I probably will here pretty soon. If anyone knows how the NES controller is wired up, whether it's kind of a hardwire thing like the Neo Geo where it's a button per wire, or if it's digitally sent like on newer controllers. Okay, dump the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. Okay. This looks like it's gonna get tricky, because it's all kind of let me move this camera a little bit so I can actually see what I'm doing, or see what you can see. It's all kind of connected in there, so I can't really just open it up until I get rid of some of this screw. So I can take this one out, and this one hopefully on the other side, and that'll let me pull the cart slot out. Ooh, I like that. It looks as though this, one of these two blobs, or both of them I guess, probably this one right here, I would assume is the main processor, the NES on a chip part of it. That would be cool. But let's check out the controller. I'm really hoping that basically some of these wires are a controller port. Let's say we have a ground, a power, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for a controller port, and maybe 1 for video, 1 for audio, and then I've got 1 left. Something like that. I'm hoping it's all wired up really straightforward, so that it will be very easy to hack into my own case, because that would be cool. I really want to make a little cute little case thing out of this, like ridiculously small, smaller than you would expect. And try not to get any of these buttons ripped out. Looks as though there's another chip under epoxy right there, whatever the hell it is. I do not know. Got some traces going around. It looks like this is all buttons are going to this. That one, that one. Huh. Sorry, you can't see that. And we've got power. That's that. We've got these, which are going to the second controller port. And they're epoxied over. Why are there only... Oh. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 wires. Keep getting text messages, I'm sorry. There's only 7 wires going to this controller port, which is a little disconcerting because there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons on an NES controller. So that means it's not hardwired, but maybe the NES isn't hardwired. Let's look at an NES, or at least an NES controller. Somewhere over here, in my mass of stuff, is an NES controller. I'm hoping will be under the set. There's a light gun for you. The Justifier. It's for the Genesis. Here's another light gun for you. But anyway, here's an NES controller. And it has... awesome! 7 wires. That means, I think, that all of the hookups in here are normal, just like a regular NES or Famicom. So if we've got 7 wires going to this controller port, it would make sense that they all correspond to an actual wire, or I'm sorry, pin or whatever, on a real NES controller. So that is really sweet. This is looking good. I like how it's going. But I'm not sure what this little epoxy chip is here. Because these are obviously the processors, since the cart slot is up here. And since there's only 11 or so wires right there, they're definitely not sending the entire cart slot across this. So this is the NES. This is it right here. And it's just getting power and the controller through this wire, and it's sending out the audio video over here. So awesome. I'm thinking basically I'll just have a little box maybe this big. I'm gonna see if I can find some acrylic plastic, and I can just kind of put it in there like that, drill some holes, just fit it in there nicely. I can use the original screw holes, get some of those little plastic mounts, and just mount it up. I'll have to wire up the controller ports, assuming I am correct in how it works here with the wiring on the controllers, which will still be a little bit difficult to figure out since I don't really know how it's wired up in this setup. Obviously I can figure out what all these pins do, or at least what they're called, but I have no idea what any of these wires do. So that's going to be a little difficult, but I'm sure I'll figure it out somehow. I think I'm just going to pour all this out. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. Put it all in a bag, because I don't really feel like playing this like this. Well, not like this, but as a 64 controller and a cheap, shitty one, I really don't feel like playing NES that way, or Famicom that way actually. So yeah, I'm gonna build this up. A long time ago, on a forum, some guy linked to a Yahoo auction in Japan that was a Famicom on a chip like this kit. It was awesome. Basically, they gave you the circuit board, they gave you everything except all these components, and these wires were not on there. You had to solder them on yourself. It was just in a little bag. And I so wanted one so bad. But I couldn't find a way to buy it from Japan. So I never got it. And this looks like a great alternative. It's basically the exact same thing, so. And I can run it on batteries. Woo! Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on it. But yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? I think it's gonna work out. Now time to find a case.